Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Ape Escape Free Part 13. So now we're in the part where we have to go to the docks, the docking section, where you have to capture 18 more of these monkeys that hang out, well, in the docking area, the freighter area, where they're shipping stuff out, and they're probably going to be... This is probably like a shipping route or something like that, where Spectre TV like ships a lot of their equipment and things like that. Where they ship everything. They ship their house, they ship their drawers, they ship the bed. They probably send them all to Kmart stores or something like that, where they get all their work done. And so we use this crank thing here to bring up these platforms. They're those star coins, those gold star coins that are worth 10 coins a piece. We haven't even bought anything yet. I don't even think I went to the stores yet that they have in this game to buy anything yet. I'm already freaking rich. I'm already more than halfway the way there, or almost. The other guy's about near the halfway point of maxing out the total amount of coins you could carry in this game. This game doesn't force you to spend as much as Ape Escape 2 did. Ape Escape 2 is probably set up by carnies or people like that want you to constantly spend money on everything that could possibly be something worth spending money on. This game doesn't really do that. That's what I like about Ape Escape Free. It doesn't force you to constantly use your currency for stuff. At least it's not annoying like in those Ratchet and Clank games, where it constantly makes you, like especially in Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, where it constantly makes you have to pay so many bolts just so you could progress in the story. Even Spyro games, like Spyro's 2 at Free do that a lot too, where you have to give money bags a bunch of gems so you could go to the next level or the next part of the level, or activate something in a level so you could do something in a level. Otherwise, you're pretty much stuck in part of the game. And the game, like, well, it's good that Ape Escape doesn't do that. I think so that way you can play for Ape Escape. You don't have to worry about grinding, or it doesn't make you do a lot of unnecessary grinding. So Ape Escape is mostly focused on, well, it's very much similar to what Spyro is, in which it is focusing mostly on looking around levels, exploring levels, and collecting stuff, and finding hidden goodies and things like that you could get, that you could collect. There are another one of these race car sections, these raceway levels. Well, it's not really a whole level, it's a section of a level where you have to chase after monkeys and smash into them, do car combat against them, and then you smash into them, their cars explode, and then we could, capture the monkeys. So we could capture the monkeys. And the color of their car indicates what color their pants would be. This one's yellow, so that one's not as big of a threat, and there's a blue one, which would probably be more of a threat, because those ones could run really fast. We got hit that one a few times, so we already hit them once or twice, and they're already, like, smoking. There's a lot of smoke coming off them. Their cars are red. They're probably really heating, like, really, like, overheated now, or something. They look like they're getting overheated. I already see fire coming off them. They could explode, assuming these cars run on gasoline, but I don't even know if these cars run on gasoline or not. Okay, now it's destroyed that car now. Look at that, he's just blowing up, and the momentum that remained in his car allowed him to go over the ramp, so he could now appear on this section. And it's a good thing too, it gives you a map, so you can see where monkeys are where. I think not all of them are available right from the start. I think two of them, well, there's only two at first, and now there's another one I think that spawned in now that we captured that other one. We can go, and there's different pathways too, because now we're driving what looks like something that could have been a Ridge Racer game, like something that was like that Ridge Racer game. The good thing too is that your car doesn't get damaged from bouncing off the walls, just like a Quantum Redshift is the game, like really like stresses that you never take damage from hitting walls or they're running into walls or crashing into walls or stuff that never damages your ship or use it fly. Even like Wipeout games, because they're trying to differentiate themselves from Wipeout. In the Wipeout games, your ships always get damaged from hitting walls, except for the first Wipeout, because the first Wipeout didn't have any. There was no damage or anything like that in the first Wipeout, but in those sequels, your ship could get damaged and destroyed. It's theoretically possible for this car to get... I don't even think it's possible, actually, for this car to get damaged or not, actually. I know it crashes into things all the time, gets hit by other monkeys, and this car never seems to get damaged. I think this car might be indestructible. I wonder who built these cars. I would love to have a car that's indestructible, and everyone want to have a car that's indestructible. That way they never have to worry about, their car getting beat up or broken up, or if someone's rammed into their car. They don't have to worry about it getting smashed up. It doesn't even look like it gets damaged at all. It's like it can be completely impervious to damage. That'd be an awesome car to have. I wonder why Spectre didn't give these cars to his monkeys. That way they would be, impossible to catch then. And then Spectre would win for sure. But nah, Spectre's not that smart. Spectre really that smart? Nah, Spectre is probably not that smart at all. He's probably really dumb, which is why he constantly loses. He lost twice before, and it's almost certain at this point that he's gonna lose this time around. Just look at how many of his monkeys we've captured. We've captured most of his army. We destroyed most of his forces. We defeated most of the Freaky Monkey 5. So of course he's not going to really get away at this point. He's not going to win at this point. odds are looking in favor against him. Same with this monkey that we just smashed up there. Really, they don't even have much armor. These cars aren't that armored well. I think this could have been better if they made it more like a car combat game, like Twisted Metal or Destruction Derby or something like that, where you actually have to run into the cars. And you can actually use weapons and stuff too, and it's possible for your car to get destroyed. That actually would have sounded pretty cool. Actually, they did something like that. I don't think they're really thinking of something like that. My thing to do, the fact these games are made in Japan, and Twisted Metal isn't actually that well liked in Japan. There's a lot of Twisted Metal games, like 8 or 9 of them now, and only 2 of them came out in Japan. And these games are made in Japan, which Twisted Metal's not well liked there. But I still think they could have done something like Destruction Derby or something like that, and maybe it could have been something they could have used in Ape Escape 4 if there was an Ape Escape 4. I sometimes think I've done more planning for Ape Escape 4 than anyone at Sony has ever done. I think about Ape Escape 4 all the time. It's like the game I plan out so much that I know is never going to get made. I mean, people have done similar things with Mega Man X9. Everyone still wants Mega Man X9 to come out. It's been years since Mega Man X8. And Mega Man X8, I think, is still the most recent game in the Mega Man X franchise. And people still want there to be another Mega Man X game. But yeah, Capcom still seems to like to make games in the classic Mega Man series. And they don't really tend to Mega Man X as much. So pretty much have to ride this thing here. I don't even know what the purpose of this thing is. It just automatically goes around. It almost looks like something at a carnival, like a carnival ride or something like that. So I could jump over to here and capture this sailor monkey. Do you think he has sailor mouth? It almost looks like one of those those prisoners from that episode of SpongeBob, where SpongeBob and Patrick think they're going to some sort of camp, but actually it's a prison section, or some prison ship or something like that. To some people, prison is better than camp. Prison's actually not as bad as some people think it is. It could be better than a lot of other things, actually. Some people would rather be in prison than be in society. That's how some people say that's how they were meant to be, maybe meant to be prisoners. I sometimes wish I could go to prison sometimes. It might be a fun experience. But then again, prison isn't supposed to be something good. Maybe they don't want to put me in prison because they know it would be too, because it wouldn't really be a true punishment. Maybe that's why they leave so many people out of prison, because the prisons are just way too full. Maybe that's why we have so many criminals on our streets now. Society has failed us, but this new society that these apes are going to form will definitely not fail us. There probably wouldn't be any criminal apes if these monkeys, because I don't know, do any of these monkeys ever turn against Spectre? Do they ever go against Spectre and try to, defy what he is or something like that? I don't know if any monkeys have ever turned against Spectre. There's no real record of that, but again, there's probably a lot of stuff that never gets reported. Or never gets known. I don't think any monkeys ever turned against Spectre ever in any of the known games. Well, maybe that could have been a storyline in a future Ape Escape game or a spin-off. Man, I spent so much time in this Let's Play where I keep discussing ideas for Ape Escape 4, a game that's clearly never gonna get made, but yet I still talk about it a lot. I keep saying it. I really want there to be an Ape Escape 4. If they put it on the PS5, I would buy a PS5 just so I could have Ape Escape 4. I would do that if they made Ape Escape 4 right now. I would do that. I would just go to the store right now, buy a PS5 and buy Ape Escape 4. I would do that. But I don't think they'll ever really seriously do that, because Sony doesn't care about me. They never cared about me. Why did they have a rule that says you have to be 18 or over to go on YouTube on the PS3? Sony clearly doesn't care about me or any of my friends or any of the people I care about. Sony's just a greedy jerk company run by greedy jerks that don't care about quality products. The new Sony cameras they make break easy as well too. Sony never cares about their consumers anymore. They just like making cheap, crappy gadgets. I mean, my father's a big fan of Sony, but he never knew the Sony that I know now, which is really a crappy company that doesn't make anything good anymore. That just likes to slack off and never cares about quality products. That's why I bought Skull Candy earbuds rather than Sony earbuds, which I still have today. Right now, I'm using them right now to help me make these videos. If I bought Sony ones, they wouldn't be doing that. I think maybe they should have made a game where Sony takes over the world, and we have to stop Sony from ruling the world or something that could be all Ape Escape oriented. It'd be fun using a Sony game to help fight against Sony, or to go against the big injustice that is Sony, this technological empire that, should be going down the drain, deserves to go down the drain. I'd rather buy an Xbox Series X than a PS5 or Series S even, because I heard those are really good at emulation, and I heard they could even emulate PS2. I'd love to play a game like this on the Xbox Series S. That's the one that a friend of mine bought, because they were really that impatient over the over the release of the Xbox Series X coming widely available or available for a cheaper price or something. I don't know the whole thing is. I don't know how rare those things are. I know PS5s are kind of rare for a lot of people. Some people really want to buy them that badly, and then they're sold out everywhere. I wonder if the Xbox ever gets sold out. Because Xbox right now, a lot of people like Xbox more than PlayStation right now, which is no surprise really, considering, well, I think more people are starting to realize how, PlayStation, they don't like their people that buy their systems. They don't like their consumers or anyone. They're just pigeons, a bunch of consumer lemmings, pigeons. I remember ranting about this once to a bunch of Xbox fans once. And they were all taking my side, like, yeah, that's bad that they do that. It's bad that they make it say have to be 18 or over to go on YouTube on the PS3. Yeah, that was really bad of them. I was trying to think that this sewer level we're in right now looks very similar to the sewer level from Ape Escape 1. Remember in the original Ape Escape, there's a part where you could go into the sewage system and there'd be like those canisters, what do you call those drum cans that come rolling down. I remember seeing that in Ape Escape 1. I think this is supposed to be like a homage. I know earlier I said it'd be cool if they put like more homages to the original Ape Escape in this game, but maybe they already did that. I just didn't even notice. They're just that well embedded into the game. I knew there were some songs in this game that were like remixes, and there was at least one piece of music in this game that's a remix of music from the original Ape Escape. I didn't even know if it was a remix of something from the original Ape Escape until someone on YouTube pointed that out. For fun a lot of the time, for entertainment a lot of the time, I remember over like a decade ago, I would go on YouTube and I would just listen to music from games like Ape Escape and Spyro, and I would consider that to be pure quality entertainment. Back when YouTube was so much younger, back when YouTube was less than a decade old, remember those good old days when YouTube was less than a decade old and people weren't too concerned about copyright and violating YouTube's policies, which YouTube didn't even have very many strict policies back in those days. 2012 YouTube was how YouTube should be, only they could have made it a little bit better, maybe by having it more like 2007 YouTube where the subscribe button was yellow and it could rate videos on a scale of 1 to 5 using stars. They should bring that back. I'm actually considering making my own video sharing website that's like that. It's going to be just like classic YouTube, but it should have a specific focus on something more like maybe gaming or things that were popular on YouTube back in the early days of the website or something like that. Yeah, classic YouTube. That actually sounds like a good idea for a website I should make. I know web development teams would love to hire me. I like web development. I've done some web development work before. I'm sure web development companies would love to get me on their team if I was going to make, like actual fully working YouTube competitors. And I might actually, and I know a lot of people aren't really liking YouTube right now because of stuff the CEOs behind YouTube are doing to them by unnecessary censorship and demonetizing videos over useless trivial things. I should make this new platform mine should be monetized, and I should not demonetize people over these trivial things. I think I'll learn a lot of respect. You'll learn respect for my channel. For my website. I know there's other alternatives too. Like there's also Dailymotion, which isn't really that great. I kind of gave up on Dailymotion, mostly because Dailymotion is not very user friendly, and the website breaks a lot too. It doesn't really react very well to things that I type in or I try to enter in details of videos. It doesn't do a very good job of that. It's almost like the website was loosely thrown together by monkeys. Maybe the monkeys from this game created Dailymotion. But it's also just kind of a useless. The biggest benefit behind it is that it's not so strict as YouTube. What good is that when you can't leave comments on videos? There's no real communities. It's just like talking to robots pretty much when you use that website. And the website doesn't really have any it's not really organized. It's hard to search for things. The search doesn't even work properly. And, it's not really the great. The only real saving grace behind the website is the fact that they're not very strict on things, like how YouTube is with content and stuff. And then there's also Vimeo, which I've heard of, your Vimeo. I'm not sure what it's called, something like that. I don't remember. I remember hearing about that as well, too, and I never used that before. I don't think I might use it before, but I don't know if it's any better. So I actually did look into it once, but it seems to be more like a business, made for business people. Then there's archive.org. You can upload website videos there, but archive.org, again, you can leave reviews, which is the closest you can do to leaving comments on YouTube videos, but there still is no real community on archive.org. There's no way to monetize anything or actually make revenue off anything using archive.org. Archive.org is by no means a great It's by no means a great way to upload. I only use that website to back up these videos. These videos you watch right now, they're going to be on archive.org eventually, where I back up all my stuff, but that's just about it. And now, after searching through this level, this really large level, I don't know it's supposed to be half of the time. It's like a harbor, then it has like a sewer, and then it has like a factory, and it's like shipping routes. And so, where is this also? Is this like some sort of manufacturing level? They manufacture stuff for their prime time invasion, and they have to get the parts from other parts of the world, like Europe and places like that overseas. I don't know, that's all I could think of for this level. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.